Yesterday, I had a client and she missed 3 of our online decluttering sessions because she didn't check how long a task was going to take. Come with me on a journey to organization where we will build real freedom through time management and reduction of our stuff so we're no longer a slave to our things. Yesterday was day 21 of the Omer, and today is the start of the 4th week of the Omer, Netzach. Today is Chesed, Shebentzach, kindness within eternity. So let me tell you more about this client from yesterday. What happened was she had offered to do something nice for her friend, and she thought the task was going to take an hour. But really what happened was it took 3 hours, which was way more time than she had budgeted for. And why? Because she didn't do kindness to herself or the other person. She thought, based on her own experience, that it would take an hour. But what she could have done to make the whole thing more seamless was talk to her friend and say, how long do you think this is going to take? How much time should I budget for this task? One of the things that I see the most as a personal organizer is that people don't budget enough time for tasks. And that's why they always feel behind, because they haven't left enough time in their schedule to actually do the task, and they don't have enough time to complete it. So if that sounds like something you do, today's task should be eye-opening for you. And even if this is not something that you do, overschedule yourself, today's task should also be eye-opening for you. Today, get your stopwatch out and time yourself. You don't have to work against the clock. This is purely informational. We just want to know how long a task takes you to complete. What I see most often is that people don't have a good understanding of how long a task takes them, and therefore they don't budget enough time and they don't give themselves enough buffer time in between tasks. Not giving yourself enough buffer time is actually the real problem, because in case something takes you longer than you think it will, which it so often does, you haven't left any space between finishing the first task and starting the next task. So today, get your stopwatch out, and I want you to time yourself with everything you do. That's it. That's all you have to do. Time how long each task takes you. How long does it take you to answer emails? How long does it take you to wash the dishes? How long does it take you to clean out the fridge? Whatever task you're doing, record the task and how long it took you. Bonus points if you track it on your calendar so it's not on random pieces of paper all over the house. Here's a pro tip for you. Being kind to others is really important. But if you don't have clarity, then you are not being kind, because being clear is being kind. So when you offer to help somebody, ask them how long they think the task is going to take. You can even say, this task usually takes me 30 minutes. How long does it usually take you? And then leave a buffer. But not only should you be asking your friend this, you should also be asking yourself this question, especially when you're doing a new task. How long do you think this will take? And how much time do you need to leave a buffer? As a rule of thumb, I usually leave 30 minutes as a buffer from one task to the next, especially if it's a task that's out of the house, because I can't control all the variables when I'm out of the house. I can't control other people, traffic, or how long it will take in the supermarket, or whatever else I'm doing outside of the house. There are a lot of variables outside of my control there. So I need to leave extra buffer time, because you never know. I'm not saying if you have something that will take you 3 hours, leave 3 hours of buffer, but probably an hour is a good buffer amount. This isn't always true for tasks inside the home, like doing the dishes, because you know all the steps and you probably aren't going to get interrupted. But if it's a new task that you don't really know how to do, take 5 minutes up front and figure out how long you think it's going to take you, and leave some buffer time in between tasks. Remember, our brothers and sisters in captivity and the soldiers who protect us do not have this luxury. So have gratitude for the fact that you do. Have a beautiful day full of Chesed, Shebentzach.